Rereading One Piece from the very beginning, today is chapter 22, Strange Creatures. The chapter opens with Nami having fixed Luffy's hat. She sews up the damage done by a buggy, and Luffy immediately manages to poke another hole through it, and Nami stabs him in the forehead with a needle, rightfully so. Zoro is, of course, awoken by the commotion and asks Nami to share her rations with them. She says that they don't have any food or water, and that they really need to respect the sea. This is a very early introduction to this theme we see time and time again. And Luffy spots an island in the distance and sees it as an opportunity to find a new crewmate. He immediately takes off with Zoro and their little boat and leaves Nami in her own little boat, despite her warning not to go off to the island. She has to follow. They get to the island and decide that it is deserted and Zoro is already back to sleep. Nami and Luffy wander around and they begin to see various strange creatures, like hybrids of multiple kinds of animals, when suddenly they hear a voice. This voice is claiming to be the guardian of the forest, who tells them not to go any further if they value their lives. Then the voice starts to get a little weirder, asking if they're pirates, asking if they're willing to have their bodies be dismembered, and he says that they must face the trial of the forest. And Luffy gets shot and deflects the bullet naturally, and the voice says, "Who are you?" to Luffy. Nami looks off where the bullet came from and finds a pistol on the ground next to something. Like a treasure chest, but with a head full of hair. The thing runs off, falls over, and needs help getting back up. And thus we're introduced to Gaimon, the keeper of the island, and he got stuck in this treasure chest 20 years ago, and he's been alone on this island ever since. Luffy tries to help him out, but as Gaimon tells him, his body is now one with the box. Gaimon tells him that he used to be a pirate too. Luffy tells him that they've got a map of the Grand Line and they're going after the One Piece. Gaimon is alarmed and Luffy pulls out the map, but neither of them actually know how to read it, unsurprisingly. And so, of course, Nami takes the map and starts explaining the geography of the world. The world has two oceans that are divided by a strip of land called the Red Line. Perpendicular to the Red Line is the Grand Line, a sea route circling the entire world. Gold Roger, was the only person who was ever able to rule the Grand Line. Luffy thinks that all they have to do is sail around the world, but Gaimon warns him,